Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing? We are back with another episode of Almost a Dating Game. I'm your host, KB. This is a temporary host. I won't be here forever. You know what I'm saying? I want to do behind the scenes, but you know what I'm saying? I'm filling in until we find the official host. So if you a host and you want to get on this thing, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? We starting with guest host January 1, so look out for new episodes. But welcome again to the show. This is, like I said, almost a dating game. Basically, a game show where it's played like the dating game, where you have one guest and three contestants. They cannot see each other. The contestants and the guests can't see each other, but the contestants can see each other and interact with each other. So the guest is gonna be asking questions. We're gonna go through round one of questions, and then round two of questions, and then the guest needs to make a decision. But first, we're gonna get through the introductions, and then we jump right into the game. Let me goddamn jump over here and so let's go over some updates on the stream we got coming out because I want to explain everybody what's happening out there. So at the bottom we have a little message going across, exclamation point Q. You put that in the chat, and then you put your question, right? So then in round two, we're gonna be using questions from the chat. Okay, questions from the chat. So we need y'all to put your questions in right now. Put your questions in right now because we're gonna need those for round two. We taking them live, y'all. So be as straight to the point as you can. I know some of y'all be getting your Twitter fingers going. We don't need that right now. You know what I'm saying? Get straight to the question. That's what we looking for, right? So that's the first thing you see on the screen. Second thing you see, we have alerts now in the stream. So when you share the stream, when you like the stream, you know what I'm saying, you get a little notification. Ian Kyler, Basic Logic right there from Words of KB Podcast. He just liked the stream. So we want to shout people out for doing things like that because we need people to like the stream, share the stream so people can see the stream. We got Miles Man, super producer right there. Super producer Shauna. I mean, we got people going ham, right? So what else we got? Today's episode is called Bong, and I felt like that was like a recent word that was like going kind of hot, man. And I don't know, it kind of resonated with my soul. I was like, damn, Bong, like, yeah. And I didn't even know what the shit meant. I was like, where this come from? Apparently it comes from, the train system, I guess, in New York or something. When you get off the stop, it say Bing Bong, you know what I'm saying? And it's done. So I was like, damn, let's goddamn Bing Bong, let's get it. So that's what the episode title is today. And like I said, we got the chat on the screen right there. So, everything you say will be on the screen. So you ain't got to be switching back and forth. I hope y'all got a drink, man. I'm drinking ginger beer and tequila right now. It's horrible, though. Ooh, it's horrible. But that's all right, y'all. See, I got my festive gear on because I'm trying to get in the holidays. I think once you get a certain age, you don't feel the holidays the same unless you got children around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no children around, so it looked the same all year. You know what I'm saying? I got a little tree up, but that's kind of how I be feeling. Like, especially with COVID, it was like, boy, it was a slim Christmas. But we here. I'm trying to get in the mood. So happy holidays to everybody. Goddamn. That was probably a bad message to come up with. But happy holidays, happy New Year, because we might not see you before the New Year. But yeah, make sure y'all share the stream. Make sure you like the stream, interact in the comments and all that. But we about to jump into introducing guests. Ooh, all right. Let me goddamn get right up here. All right, so first up, we got. Oh, I ain't tell you the thing. My bad. We got contestant number one. Contestant number one is a freelance writer. In her free time, she likes to read, write, learning, spending time with her kids. She is a homebody, right? How you doing today?
I'm good.
Now tell me, what's your favorite homebody activity? Like, you at the house chilling, like, what would you do on that Sunday morning, Saturday morning? What's up?
Probably watch one of my shows. Like this morning I watched Power. the new episode of
Okay.
Power. So
Okay.
that's my
Power.
favorite thing to do is
I
watch
hear a
one of
lot
my
of
favorite
I hear a lot
shows.
of chatter about Power. I still ain't jumped into it though. So
You need to jump. Go ahead and
need to
jump.
jump. All right. But yeah, that's contestant. That's contestant number one, y'all. We're gonna jump to contestant number two. She describes herself as feminine, fun, loving woman with a big sense of humor and a heart to match. One of her deal breakers is what do you bring to the table mindset. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to ask because I got some stuff coming out soon about this. What do you bring to the table? I've been working hard on that, but I want to know like what bugs you about the what do you bring to the table mindset. Coach K.
It just seems like that mindset is from a person who doesn't understand the value of a woman in general. Because if you did, you wouldn't have to ask that question. And I understand the value of a man and having a good man in my life. So I would want to be connected with somebody who also understands that when it comes to a woman.
That's legit. That's legit right there. Well, I appreciate that. That's contestant number
Yeah.
two, everyone. All right, we're going to contestant number three. What's good? How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Contestant number three is an ambitious, driven, and passionate woman. In her free time, she writes scripts and she goes out for drinks and she likes to travel. Can you tell me what's your like dream destination?
Ooh, my dream destination is Egypt. It's so much history there that I would love to go see like the
Mm,
pyramids and that's where civilization was created. So I would love to go see it.
that's dope. That's dope. You gotta put it on the Christmas list, man. That's it. I put
Right.
I make sure I put the big stuff on
On my
Christmas. Like
wish
you ain't
list.
getting no little $20. Yeah, you ain't getting no $20 gift from me. But all right, so next we want to introduce our guest. Man, what can I say about this man? You know, y'all saw his profile in the group. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna read through this because I can't pronounce all of the words he put on here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, my man has a, a great vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? So this is Trevor, everybody. This is our special guest today.
Hello,
Let me get your
hello.
bio. Let me get your bio, goddamn.
That's
Uh,
funny.
I'm gonna try to get through it. I'm a gregarious, hardworking man, balancing my ambition and my career outside with life outside of work. One of his deal breakers is a lack of kindness. And can you give me like an example of a less kind person?
When someone takes your vulnerabilities for granted, meaning that
Mm,
their vulnerabilities are something that you should take a lot of care and consideration for, but
mm.
your vulnerabilities are kind of like, oh, well, that sounds like a you problem. That's not very kind.
My man with a clear example. Are you excited to meet the contestants and jump into the episode, man?
Yeah, I'm excited to meet the contestants. I love the juxtaposition of the simple, like Bing Bong of the podcast name
Mm,
and like
mm.
the complicated vernacular that I had in my bio. Like I don't know if you did that on purpose. And also I'm from New York, so I know the Bing Bong sound very clearly. Like this is like working out very well. Like I appreciate it.
There it is,
But
man.
yeah,
It's,
I'm
it's
excited.
all themed well. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yes,
what's
very
up.
much so.
That's what's up. But all right, y'all. That's our contestants. That's our guests. And everybody ready to go?
Yes.
Man, Trevor, let's
Yeah.
jump in, man. You got the reins right now. Do your thing. Ask the questions, not to all three, but you can choose one or two. And let's get going.
Well, so can I do the first one to all three just to
Yeah,
start it
yeah,
off? Just
sure,
kind of
sure,
easy.
sure. But
So
yeah.
the first question is, when you're meeting someone, it could be a guy you're dating or somebody that you're meeting at the club is approaching you, or somebody you're meeting in office, like or office setting or life. Like, what is the first thing that people notice about you when they meet you? And contestant number one, you can go first.
Oh, sorry, that was a little rough, wasn't it? I would say, I guess it would be my smile. That's
You have like a
usually it.
smile lights up the room. People kind of pick up on it. Very
Yeah,
warm.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a great quality to have.
Yeah.
Contestant
Next.
number two.
hate to do this, but mine is the smile too. I'm a really friendly person. I love to laugh. I smile sometimes for no reason. So usually when I meet people, that's what I'm doing. So I say that's the first thing that they
Gotcha.
notice about me.
And contestant number 3.
Mine is my smile as well.
Okay. All right now.
I've gotten my eye a few times.
Hey,
All
look,
right now.
I've met people that have like just got a megawatt smile. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing they notice. For me, it's usually my voice. You can hear me from across the room before you come in, right? Like my presence is felt pretty soon. So I can understand the smile for all 3 lovely ladies. That makes sense.
Oh, wait, you smile too. So all y'all,
I smile, no,
y'all
but
just
like
some-
don't nobody
y'all-
notice my
the room
smile.
is bright as fuck if all y'all in there. That's what you say.
I mean, we could dig deeper and be like, okay, something besides a smile.
Oh my god.
All right, look, that's how over Kevin Samuels the question, like,
Ooh.
all right, everything but this. You know what I'm saying? But that's all right. That's all right. We good. Go ahead.
Okay.
What you got for the next?
Contestant number 3. This is a very specific question, but it's pretty important in the long run. What temperature do you keep the thermostat at in summer and winter? That's very important.
I keep it at a steady like 70 degrees all around. Not too cold, not too hot for me.
That's very reasonable. So I've had situations where I've lived with people that like to keep it super, like 65 in the summertime. I'm like, bro, I'm about to die. I'm about to freeze. I can't feel my toes in the morning. It's too much.
Too cold. Mm-mm.
Yeah, 70. That makes sense. That's a good compromise. I guess this question is for everybody. I'm a big gamer. I work in the gaming industry, and I noticed the last time I saw this question, it was asked. It was like, okay, so if I'm gaming, I'm locked in. What do you do to get me off the game? But that's not the type of question I'm going to ask. I play competitive games. I take it pretty seriously, but I do not neglect my relationships. So if I say I'm sitting down to play Counter-Strike for an hour and a half, that means unless like the house is on fire, you're bleeding, or there's a serious condition, I can't break my attention from the game. Is that something that y'all, and this is for each of you, is that something that you could live with or work around? Or is it like, no, you don't like somebody that's in the space playing the game? And I don't mean all the time, because I don't play all the time. I'm very active, I have other things going on in life. But when I sit down to play, it's like, this is what I'm doing right now. So contestant number 1, is that something that's like a deal breaker? Is that something you can live with? Is it something that's a point of contention, or can you respect the space?
I mean, if that's like your hobby and you say you do it like competitively and things of that nature, I mean, I've been in past relationships when people have played the game and didn't really bother me. So I mean, for me, it's not like a deal breaker if that's something that you enjoy doing. I wouldn't really want to try to like take that away, you know, for my sake, I guess, or for my selfishness if I don't have anything better to point your attention to at that time. So if that's what you like to do and that's what you want to do, all means do you, boo.
Okay. Contestant number 2.
I would say like in the dating space that we would be in, where we're not living together, we're kind of seeing each other when we both had the time to do it. I would assume that you wouldn't want to be on the game when
Correct.
you're in my presence, just because we're soaking each other's energy up. That's a hobby at that point. So you would want to be tuned into me and vice versa. If we were to make it further into a relationship space, especially being that you play it competitively, I have hobbies too. So I would allow you that space to do that, especially you mentioned that you don't neglect your relationship when you do it. So I would just go do me while you do you, and then we just come back
That's a
together when
great
we're
answer.
done.
That's a great
So it
answer.
wouldn't
And a
bother
great way
me at
to,
all.
to tie it into like the stage of the relationship. If we're just seeing each other and you're coming over and I'm on the game, that's kind of slap in the face. But if we already together and it's kind of balancing the life and like, okay, you coming over, I'm finishing up the game. When I get done, we hang out, whatever, that makes more sense. Great answer. Contestant number 3.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely feel the same. Like if we're in a dating phase, I would definitely like your attention. Like if I'm coming over to your place, like it should be about us. But if we're like in a relationship together for a while, I definitely would respect your space. Now, I would come and try to distract you here and there, but other than that, I would definitely allow you your space for sure.
That will be. I mean, you know what? I appreciate it because it shows you affection. It shows you're aware I'm in the room. Um, it can be playful and it can be fun if it's done in the right way. Kind of like messing with somebody while they're cooking. Like you can come in and be cute, and you can come in and be a nuisance. And I'm big, so I'm like I can only play so much in the kitchen. I'll be knocking shit over. So I understand the balance there. I appreciate that. It's a great answer.
Hey, bro, I gotta jump in here, bro. I don't even believe none of these answers right here because I know all the hate gamers be getting out here. I'm gonna call this right now. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, bro. Y'all know your man on the game. Y'all know, and the man be on the game. Y'all don't be appreciating that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was very
But I
soft
don't.
with that in their answers. They was very. I would think if he was
I'm
around
telling
me,
the
he wouldn't
truth.
want
I
the
don't
game.
care.
But I'm
But I
just
don't.
saying,
Right.
I don't just
I'm
come. I don't just
definitely
be like,
telling
"Oh,
the
I'm
truth.
gonna play the game, Shawty," and like just go off and play. It's like, look, I have a scheduled match. I got guys calling me. We're playing from 6 to 7:30. If you're not bleeding or on fire or an emergency, do not break my attention. I literally need to focus for an hour and a half. It's not like I'm just gonna be playing the game and ignoring you and just like, all right, bro, let's run another one. Like, no, dude, like, it's not. It don't work like that. But I understand your hesitation. There's levels to it,
it's
right?
hesitation here with these contestants. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Right. Okay. Contestant number 2. What is your best first date spot or first date option? Like, what's something that you like to do on a first date?
I wouldn't mind a coffee date for the first date. And the reason I say that is just because it's not, I think it's typical to go and sit down and have a dinner, but we don't know if we like each other like that to be sitting in each other's faces all night. And I think coffee is a lot more, it's not so much upfront, it's very casual. It's not a lot of pressure, gives us time to speak, have a drink. So that's what I would say
I
is a coffee
appreciate that.
date.
Think we had something about that in the group, KB, about the dating, and there was a guy who was like, we had that conversation, and
Man,
people seem split on that. I'm
hey,
down for the coffee date.
man, but if you don't know how to maneuver the coffee date, you gotta know who you talking to. That's all I'm saying. Like you
Right.
gotta know the room that you in.
Right.
In order to offer the coffee date. You know what I'm saying? I wish it was a way, we could just blanket. Every time we go out the first time, it's something light. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't expect something light. They want to know your commitment off the jump. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why we got dating explain, y'all. We trying to figure out
But
this thing. Don't nobody really know. I ain't no expert, goddamn. I'm
right.
figuring this shit out this morning, goddamn. So I'm just letting y'all know. What's up, Trevor?
And to be fair, like some of these women have a lot going on with their own lives. So who am I to come in as Joe Blow from the street and be like, I need an hour and a half, 2 hours of your time to take you out for dinner, and I may be full of shit. Like, okay, so let's
Hey,
figure
bro,
out.
It's all a gamble out here, bro. Like shit.
Yeah, but I
Hey,
mean,
that
I want to be
nigga don't know
respectful
he
to their
full of
time.
shit. I ain't
I
never
want
met
to.
nobody who knew they was full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
No,
think
hey, what?
they go.
In
You
Atlanta,
know what I'm
there's
saying?
plenty of guys and women that know they full of shit
Man,
and
the
they trying to do
scammers
their
think
thing.
they angels, bro. What you mean?
Fair enough. Maybe my friends are just honest.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I've been on first dates and they were dinner dates, and the guy, while we were talking, he's thinking that we're gonna go somewhere after that. Like he basically thought he had me for the whole night because he took me somewhere and fed me. And that's, I would rather it be, something in the daytime where we
Yeah,
both have something to do, because that's just a lot less
Mm,
of a commitment, because there can be a misunderstanding on both ends when you're doing that dinner date for the
mm.
first time. Not saying there's
yeah.
anything wrong with it, but
I'll
it's just a
actually open this
preference.
up to contestant number 3 as well, because you used to you moving and you travel a lot. And you're busy. So what's an ideal date for you since you're moving and shaking?
Honestly, an ideal date for me would be like a really dope sip and paint. Like,
Okay.
I'm not the most artistic person, but I love, it's something calming about like a really nice sip and paint date that I really enjoy.
Yeah, the arts can be cathartic to participate in for sure. And contestant number one, you said you're a homebody and usually at home. So do you want, when you're going out for first date, do you want to be like more adventurous or do more, and or is it you like to keep things more toned down?
Yeah, when I am like going out on dates and stuff, I do like tend to be more, I guess, attracted to experiences. So stuff like bowling, or like I know my friend and her husband, they just went to like the rage room where they broke a bunch of shit in a room or something like that.
Right.
Stuff like that sounds fun. And I feel like a little friendly competition with bowling, like when you're getting to know somebody, is kind of cool or whatever. So yeah, I definitely do like tend to go for I guess things that are a little bit more adventurous with dates.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And
And I do like
you
simple
got to.
dates too, but like the first couple dates, I think should definitely like be something a little adventurous to see what your limits are.
Yeah, I found that people tend to like dates anachronistic to like their lifestyle. So if you're very
Mhm.
busy, simple dates are fine. If you're more sedentary, then like more exciting dates are more on the calendar. And bowling sounds like it, because I'm not great at bowling. I'm pretty good at pool. I would hate to go and just like run the table on somebody on a date, or like pretend to be bad. Like, let's do something we can both try and be competitive and have a good
So,
time.
so Trevor,
Plus,
you playing a girl in pool. Do you hold back or do you just give it to her?
I am extraordinarily like, it's tough to hold back. I'm gonna be honest. It's tough, especially when I'm like, if I get a good run, like I'm not gonna say I ran the table on the date, but
Mm,
you gotta understand. It depends. You know what? It depends on how good I am, because me and my homeboys are extraordinarily competitive. So like, we get whatever
mm.
we do together, we get really, really good. So if I'm playing with like my buddy Vince, he's an ace at pool. If I've been playing with Vince for all week and I go on a date, even if I try to miss, it's gonna be rough. Um, but I will try to make it more fun some kind of way, or maybe I break out my slide rule and be like, yo, this is the golden rectangle and this is Fibonacci square and this is
All right.
why the angles make sense. And I'll make it like I'll make it something interesting to explain about the game, so we have something to talk about instead of just like running the table.
Gotcha,
And
gotcha,
or if I do try to pretend, it's like not fun for me, and then I'm not having a good time, and so then it rubs off on her. You know what I'm saying?
gotcha.
So I got to have my best time.
I got you. I got you. I got you. What you got next, bro?
Um, okay. Contestant number 3. You said you're very ambitious and you go out a lot. And this is a little interesting twist on like ambition and how much you're achieving yourself. Do you give to homeless people when you see them out, or to charities, or do you give often? Is that something that's a part of your regular routine? Or even just if you see somebody have a couple dollars, give it to them on the side of the road?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm more like, I'm led by my spirit type of thing. So like,
Mm-hmm.
if I genuinely feel like this person needs help, then
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely give for sure. I don't have a problem with that.
Awesome. I'm sorry if I'm looking distracted. I'm taking notes because I'm a geek about that shit.
Well, can I ask a follow-up question, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Atlanta. Well, I guess growing up, I ain't experienced a lot of homeless people. But when I came to Atlanta, I was like, okay, these are homeless people. But I was like, you don't give money to everybody. So like,
Mhm.
who do you know who to give money to? You know what I'm saying? I still ain't figured that out. You know what I'm saying? That's just a comment to put out there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask y'all, how do y'all know who y'all give money to or not? Like, how do you spot a scam? That's what that's where I'm going.
I think contestant number 3, hit it on the head, led by the spirit. So it's like, if it's something that I feel comfortable with, or like,
Mm,
I had a
Wow,
very,
yeah, you
I had a
should.
very wild moment one time when I was working my way up the corporate ladder at my logistics job. I had a lot of stuff going on in life, and I had like a car. Just my truck was like full of like work gear and like jackets and coats and gloves and just all kind of stuff that I needed from work, and plus some other stuff I was doing on the side. And I remember coming up to this guy, who was a homeless guy, and I think he only had like one arm or something on the side of the road. I was getting off the highway to go home,
mm.
And I wanted to give him something. I said, sorry, man, I don't have anything to give. And then I was pulling away. I looked at my truck full of stuff that I had to give. And I just broke down and cried. It just was like, oh, I have so much. And I got the audacity to look this man in the eye and say, I don't have anything to give because I didn't have any loose cash. But I should have said was I don't have any cash to give. I said, I don't have anything to give. And just like the grace of my life just hit me at that one moment, like hard. And I cried for 20, 30 minutes on the way home. Just very humbling experience to have the audacity to look at somebody who has nothing and say, I don't have anything to give. And I'm driving a truck, going home to my house with my car full of stuff, money for gas tank, like just all the stuff that you take for granted. So like I said, like contestant number 3 said, move by the spirit, you kind of temper it like that.
I got you. Man, I guess I'm built different over here. I be looking like, what's going on, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and do I got a lot of shit in my hands? If you ask me, I'm like, dang, bro, you know I can't. I got a lot of shit in my hand. You can ask me to help, then okay, we good. But okay, I got you. Spirit. Listen to your spirit. I'm with you, bro. What's up? What's next, bro?
Okay, contestant number 1. You say you're a homebody and you like to read and write. And I grew up a voracious reader when I was a kid. That's the reason my vocabulary is where it is. My mom's a scholar, so I love that. But I do spend a decent amount of time on the internet because of my job and my hobbies and things like that. So my question is, do you spend a lot of time on the internet, and where do you spend it?
Yeah, I mean, for my job too, I am a freelance writer. I spend a lot of time online. I do a lot of my, I guess, lead generation and things like that on Instagram. So I spend a lot of time on Instagram, mainly just, I mean, obviously for entertainment, but for business purposes, that's where I kind of like source my clients and things like that. But I guess I could say I kind of spend most of my time on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I would say pretty evenly. And I mean, if I'm not on those social sites, I'm kind of just like looking around on other sites, learning new stuff for my craft and things like that. So I guess it just kind of depends on exactly what I'm doing.
If I were to scroll through your Instagram feed right now, what would be most of the pictures that I'm seeing?
So I'm really bad about posting to my feed. So
no, not your feed. Like, what do you see?
On my timeline?
Like, what do you see? Yeah, your timeline, your algorithm. Like, what do you see?
Mainly business pages.
Okay.
I follow my friends, but I follow a lot of people that are in the online service provider business space.
Okay.
So that's like a lot of who I follow. Yeah, I mean, that is either like friends, family, or business pages. Really, that's really who I follow.
I think it's interesting how much you can tell by somebody's Instagram algorithm. Like, I had a moment, I would think I was in Boston for an event, and I was with a team, and we were waiting for the train. And as we're scrolling, I'm scrolling on Instagram, and one of my colleagues is looking over my shoulder, and he's like, damn. And I was like, what? He's like, I didn't see one white person. That's crazy. And I was like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. Like, yeah, my feed is going to be all like, what? And he was like, yeah, like, I mean, it makes sense, but like, I just didn't think about Instagram looking like that. And I was like, oh, wow. So it's funny how much you can tell. My feed is mostly like cars, guns, boxing. That's probably in that order, probably. It used to, I hated, I don't know, when you first got on Instagram, it used to like push every big booty girl up. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to follow every vixen ever. Like, that's not what I'm interested in on Instagram. I feel like the algorithm I had to like click on some ass, hit do not want to see, and do that for like 3 months before it got the message. It's like, oh, you want burnouts? You want like fat ass cars? All right, bet, I got you. And I was like, thank you. Like, this is not.
It's a visual platform, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I feel what you're saying, bro. Yeah, it be too much sometimes. Like, god damn, bro. Like, can I just see some regular shit?
Yeah, like, bro. Some of the stuff getting racy. I'm like, dog, y'all are about to be
hitting the heart, though.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta go. Hey, we got one more question before we get into this thing, bro. But let's go.
All right. Last question is for everyone. I'm pretty big into health and fitness. I'm not a workout freak, but I guess it depends on who you ask. Like right now, I'm working out like 2, maybe 3 days a week, and I feel like that's kind of on the light side. I'm used to going 6 days a week. But do you have any kind of active hobby that keeps you moving and in shape, or is that something that's big and part of your life, or is it just like, kind of do it when you can? And I'm not saying that you got to be like, writing down your macros and got a gym program. It's just like, are you active? Are you trying to live an active lifestyle? And I'll start with this for everybody, so I'll start with contestant number one.
I could definitely say when I was looking over the questions when he sent them, I was trying to decide how I want to answer this because I can say I definitely don't get as much exercise and active minutes as I would like, but it certainly is a goal of mine. Right now I don't
I mean,
have
we all fall short in some of our goals. That's fine.
right now I don't have like any dedicated like workout time. I do have a gym membership. I don't think I've been since I opened that membership. But I do try to take walks around my neighborhood pretty often. But right now there's no dedicated time. That's really sporadic. Like, okay, maybe I should go take a walk around the block for a little bit. And my lifestyle is just really busy that it kind of just I really got to see where I could fit that type of stuff in. Everything in my life has to be like really calculated. So,
Yeah,
but it is a big goal of mine. I would certainly like to be more active. So,
I got you. We're busier and busier. It's hard to carve out time for that. And some of the gym memberships are like Planet Fitness is designed to be cheap enough for you to forget about it and not really care and not go. So it's one half
and
dozen
that's
the other.
exactly who I have.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you sign up for $125 a month gym membership, you can be in there every day,
Every
like the
day.
father from Everybody Hates Chris. Like I paid $125 for the gym membership. I'm gonna get $125 worth of exercise and sweat.
Right.
Contestant number two. What's your answer to this?
Yes, I say I'm pretty active. You know, working out is a part of mental health for me because I just feel so much better when I do it. So I work out 2 to 3 times a week for an hour. I do high intensity training, interval
Yeah.
training,
Yep.
once a week, and then I do like weights and things on the other 2 days. And I also, if I had to speak of a hobby, I love to do Zumba.
Okay.
So I do that at the gym because I just love the dance. So if you can incorporate working out in that as well. But yeah, I would say I'm pretty active.
Sweet. I've been meaning to take up salsa and I forget the other one. Salsa dancing. I went out with a couple friends one time, and I box. That's my hobby. I like to
Mhm.
stay sharp, and I spar. And boxing is like dancing. And your boxing coaches will always say, I don't know any good boxers that were bad dancers. So it goes hand in
Mhm.
hand. I can see how the footwork feels. So I'd love to. And it's a workout. Dancing is a workout,
Oh
especially
yeah,
if you
it
really
definitely
moving.
is.
You
Mhm.
be oof. I get it. I get it. No, that's great. Um, Contestant number three.
Well, I definitely am the type that likes working out without knowing that I'm working out. So dance fitness is definitely my thing. I've started a routine of working out, and I have an awesome fitness coach that I work with. So
Okay.
I'm pretty active. I'm trying to get better with it, but it's
Oh, you ain't
pretty.
gonna you ain't gonna plug her right quick.
I mean,
Yeah.
as it works.
Yeah, it is Asset Works. Y'all heard of
That's,
Asset Works. Y'all look her up on Instagram now.
yeah, virtual fitness. Oh my gosh, it pushes me every day, but I love it because I work out without even knowing that I'm working out. So my routine has been increased. And it not only does it physically work me out, but mentally it works me out. Like I feel like your mind and your body has to align in
Yeah.
order for you to create like a really good health and fitness lifestyle,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. I know we talked earlier about the sip and date that you said you like to do because it's cathartic. Do you find that the working out is the same sense of, tranquility that you get when you're in the zone
Yeah.
working out versus like when you're in the zone painting?
Yes, absolutely. Because it challenges me. So like I like to do things that challenges me that I'm not like technically good at, but I'm still pushing myself to do. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah. No, I feel you. And contestant number two, commented on the same thing about working out for mental health. And I'm sure contestant number one also reaps the benefit, going for a walk, clearing your head, come back in, you can get through that writer's block. Like, it's all culminate. I love the box, not because I'm aggressive or like to beat people up, but because the act of fighting takes so much of your mental state and your physical state, because I'm a man standing here in the ring imposing my will on another man. He's trying to impose his will upon me. So it's a battle of will and might as much as it is power and strength. And I love taking the time to get into that mindset and then like reap the rewards of what happens. Like, if I'm 6'3", 295. My sparring partners are 6'5", 6'6", 270, big guys, right? So if
Yeah,
I
they
fight,
can't see you, bro. You ain't supposed to give them your whole. You know what I'm saying? Dang, that's how you want to throw it in there. I feel you. Don't do your thing, bro.
but I'm just
I'm
saying,
gonna let
like,
you
I
cook.
fight big. I was trying to set it up to say, if I got to fight somebody of that stature on Wednesday afternoon, I go into a meeting on Thursday, I don't give a fuck what Bob says in the meeting because I've already fought. Like, I'm here. Like, it's nothing that's going to deter me. It puts you in a different state of mind, not in aggression. It's like, I've already done something that is a worst nightmare for a lot of people. And that gives me a lot of confidence and resolve to tackle more difficult things in my life. So I completely agree with everybody's response in terms of working out being a positive thing for mental health.
You know what you was giving me right there? First rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club. That's the energy I got from that right there. This nigga in Fight Club got that. All right, y'all. All right, that's the end of round one, man. So I'm gonna just remind y'all, the chat is looking lovely. Make sure you share the stream, man. Share the stream. Say something saucy about the stream so people get in here. Make sure you like the stream if you have not liked the stream. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna help us with the algorithm. And make sure y'all get the questions in. Even if you put your question in, put it in again to make sure it gets into round two. Round two is gonna be shorter than round one, but we're gonna try to make sure the questions is saucy, so y'all keep them coming in. But remember, exclamation point Q in the chat, and then the moderators, we got Thomas in the chat, and we got Miles in the chat. Tanisha in there too. Y'all say what up. But get your questions in the chat so we can get it. We're gonna go into a quick ad break. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple of minutes. Go to the bathroom, pour up your drink again. Oh, I forgot I got polls coming. We got polls coming too, y'all. I'm gonna got down activate the polls after so we can see the percentages on stream right there. So
Yeah,
y'all
live
take
polls.
yeah, the live polls, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna click the screen and then they're gonna do the math, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe I'll do the math. I got a little calculator over here. But we're gonna
Okay.
goddamn come back after that and we'll put the polls up during the ad. Y'all rock with everything on the ad. It's all ham products, you know what I'm saying? The music you hear, ham, all that ham. But y'all rock with us and we'll be back in a All right, y'all. Welcome back. We about to head into round 2, almost a dating game. Just like I said before the break. That was your opportunity to share the stream, all that, man. I appreciate everybody joining. Make sure you in the chat, man, because the chat going wild. I try to find them polls, but Facebook being very difficult, so I'm gonna find them for the end of the game. But yeah, we want to jump into round 2. Like I said, we've been taking questions. We've been taking questions from the comments the whole time, and we got one here. We want to put out. This from Dominique. What's good in the chat? Thank you for the question. Um, but yeah, let's jump into it, bro. When you see the question on the screen, go ahead and read it, bro. And
Copy
so
that.
you got to tell who you want to answer it though. You can get up to 2 people right now.
Okay, so contestant number 2 and contestant number 3. What are things you do to step out of your comfort zone? And contestant number 2, go first.
Okay. That's a great question.
Great question.
I put myself around the things that I'm uncomfortable with. Like, for example, I used to be slightly uncomfortable with networking. So I've been recently going to a ton of networking events, making it my point to actually be the person to start the conversations
Good.
with people that are there. Um, and I can't really think of a lot of examples off the top of my head, but I know the way that I approach being uncomfortable is to just kind of throw myself into it and figure it out as I go.
Immersion is a great way to push through some barriers because you don't have any options, sink or swim. It can be rough, but
Right,
the rewards are
exactly.
worth it.
Yeah.
Contestant number 3.
For me, it would be teaching. I am a kindergarten teacher, and teaching every day takes me out of my comfort zone. I always hated like public speaking, so teaching definitely challenges me every single day. Like getting observed, like working with coworkers, all that stuff. Teaching in front of them, like that definitely pulls me out of my comfort zone daily, for sure.
No, I can. Like I said, my mother was a teacher, so I've grown up in that environment, and I have friends that are teachers, so I know a lot of the challenges that you have in that space, and it's not easy. First of all, definitely I'll deserve to get paid like lawyers and doctors for sure, because it's rough, and you have all these different kids and personalities. Do I say the right thing? Do I say the wrong thing? Let me push a little bit further to ask, what is a space where you will willingly enter your exit your comfort zone? Like work is a compromise because you have to go there, and it is pushing you out of your comfort zone, and you're learning a lot about yourself. But where is something like contestant number 2 said she goes to networking events? Where's somewhere where you willingly put yourself outside of your comfort zone to grow as a person?
Well, for one, going on this dating game show.
Fair
That's
enough.
for me. Networking, like she said, is definitely something that definitely pushes me out of my comfort zone, but it's something that is very necessary. So I try to do that a lot more.
Copy that.
Cool. All right, bro. We ready for that? That was good. I feel like kindergarten teachers, you always remember your kindergarten teachers. Second grade, third grade, you don't really remember them, but that kindergarten teacher make an impact. So that's dope right there. I just wanted to say that right there. All right, next question, man. Only on your TV screen. You want me to read it? If you
Okay.
can't read
No,
it,
I'm looking. I'm seeing it now. So this is for contestant number 1 and contestant number 3. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do looks matter? How much do looks matter? 5 being they definitely, and 10 being they influence everything. So contestant number 1, go. And remember, the scale is that it's 1 to 10. 5 is like they definitely matter, and 10 means they influence everything about the relationship or who you're pursuing.
I'm gonna go probably with 5. They definitely matter. I don't know. I guess I don't know if it's just me personally, but if I'm not like that attracted, it's just difficult for me to. I don't know. I don't feel like I could really get it past anything than a friend point if I'm not like physically attracted as well.
Of course.
Automatic friend zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not automatic. I will give it a try, but I think it's more of a subconscious thing. Like, I feel like my head is like, okay, we could try someone who's maybe not that easy on the eyes, but then it's just like once I get into it, it's just something. Just I don't want to be
Hmm.
mean about it. I feel
Yeah.
like I would be mean about it by continuing to entertain it if I know I'm not physically attracted.
That was gonna be my follow-up question. Why would you even try? But I got you just answered that, so I got you.
Yeah.
Who else was
That's a
supposed to answer that,
great
bro?
answer. Number 3.
For me, it would be a 5, being it definitely matter.
Okay.
Um,
I want to push and say you can't use 5. Contestant number 1 use 5. So
Come on,
go
Kevin
up or
Samuels
under.
energy. Come
No,
on,
I
bro.
like it. I like it.
It's
It's
Brother
healthy.
Samuels.
God,
because
not brother
one, being
Samuels,
that
Lord.
physical attraction is a thing. We can't deny that. Like you're not physically attracted to someone. So it definitely plays in a factor for sure for me.
But how much of a factor? So I'm sorry if I didn't hear you when Ken was saying when KB was talking, but
Yeah.
like on a scale of 1 to 10,
Like
with
a
5
6.
being a
A
6.
6. Yeah.
So I guess the question is like if you saw a guy, he was dressed nice, maybe not as easy on the eyes, but he's talking good game. You give him a
Wait,
shot, or
can
is it
you,
like nah?
yo, you saying you dress like, but his physical, his face and stuff ain't where you
Yeah,
want.
he's
Okay,
dressed
I just
nice.
try to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, dressed nice. Maybe in a nice bar in Midtown, in Atlanta. And he's talking, but he's very gregarious. And but you would. He's not somebody that you would be like, ooh, he's hot. Not necessarily ugly, just not somebody you find attractive. Is that something that's a go or no go?
It's a go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a go.
Okay.
Oh.
And I'll real quick, KB, I'll answer this question for myself.
Oh,
This is very interesting for me because I would say it's like really high. It's like a 9 or a 10, but the looks, like what is good looking to me is not, it's how to explain it. It's like, it matters if I'm attracted to you, not if you look like a vixen, not if you look like Kerry Washington, not if you look like Serena Williams. It matters if I think you're attractive. And I think that's a distinction some people don't make. It's like, there's this beauty standard you have to reach. And for me, it's how much I'm physically attracted to you, regardless of how you happen to look. You can be skinny, you can be tall, you can be short, you can be thick, you can be like in between, you can be active, you can be couch potato. Like if I'm really attracted to you for whatever reason, like I'm physically attracted to you, then I'm attracted to you. And that is what usually gets me to be interested. But it's not like, oh, she's got to look like Christina Milian in 2010, or I'm not talking to her. Like,
That
nah.
is so specific.
very
Like,
specific.
why
She was an
in
it girl for like a
2010?
year. She was an it girl. I could have used
All
Megan
right.
Good. Like, what you want me to?
All right, man. Shout out to the it girls, goddamn. Shout out to the it girls. But we're gonna goddamn move to the next question, bro. It should be on your screen right now. So this is a question from the comments, y'all, and it reads like this. It seems like they all so busy. They are the contestants. So how do y'all make time for someone they are dating? You know what I'm saying? I guess they giving y'all a compliment. Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all got a lot going on. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Because we love to see that. But how do y'all make the time to date somebody?
Okay, so for contestant number 2, how do you make time for dating?
I just do it, and I know that sounds like, I think that's something you just have to do. You have to whether move things around or invite that person in on something that you like to do, to where you both can spend time together. Adjust your schedule where you see that you can adjust it. It's just something that you have to consciously do. And that's what I would do. I would, obviously have to like that person to put that effort into adjusting the schedule, because that is some effort and you do have to make some changes to your routine. But it just comes down to you actually doing it. If you have the time and the motivation to, you just have to do it.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense. Number 3?
I'm always a stickler for you make time for what you want to make time for.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, if you're my person for real, you would fit into my schedule. Like it wouldn't be an adjustment. It would be like a flow. Like you would fit into my schedule.
Mhm.
Said fit into your schedule. I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure what you're saying. Okay, fit
Clarify
into
that. Yeah.
yours. Okay, I got you. Right.
I kind of agree with her. I agree with both of them. There's two schools of thought. Um, I travel extensively, and I was talking to this one older lady that was, I think it took us like 4 months, 5 months to get it to have drinks. Like I met her and then we tried to link up and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to Bali for holiday." And then she's like, "Okay, I'll be back on this day." I'm like, "I'll be in New York and then I'll be back on this day." It's like, "Oh, my parents are coming in from Nigeria for 2 weeks. I'll be back on this day. Oh, I'm going to Europe for holiday for like 3 weeks." And then I got back from Europe and she's like, "Oh, I'm in Toronto for business." And then she got back to Toronto. I was like, "Oh, I'm in Montreal for business." And then like it just kind of kept going back and forth until we finally met up and had drinks. Like we met in September, and I think our first time we had drinks was like in February. And I was like, "Oh, this is just a lot."
Yeah.
And I guess a pushback, or I guess a response to that question would be like, I travel a lot, and I spend a lot of time. I have a lot of multifaceted things that I'm involved in, both on the nonprofit side, business side, and from a networking standpoint. So for contestant number two, if I'm traveling a lot or if I'm busy or I'm on the road a lot, is that a deal breaker for you? Is that something that you could work around if you were dating somebody?
Yes, absolutely. I'm just a strong believer in being together and complementing each other, but also having your own life and having a relationship that's strong enough to where you don't always have to be around that person to feel that connection. I've also been in a long distance relationship before, and it didn't, nothing was lacking. I didn't feel
Neglected, right?
anything was missing, right? So that's not something that would bother me at all. I think that it's healthy to have your space. Of course, you miss each other if it's like excessively, but I do think space is very important, and absence makes the heart grow fonder. So, things will just be a lot better and a lot more
No,
intense when
absolutely.
we do see each other.
Contestant number one, you're the homebody. How would you respond to dating somebody who is busy and moving and shaking all the time?
I mean, I feel like I'm a homebody because I do a lot of moving around. So like when I'm
Ah,
doing a lot of moving around, I prefer to be at home. So
okay.
I don't think necessarily someone who's like traveling a lot will really bother me. I can't remember which one of the other ladies did say that they kind of just have to make it work when it comes to dating. Um, which is kinda how
Oh,
I mean, I do have to go off my schedule because my schedule is just crazy. I have a small child with special needs, so he takes a lot of my time, so I really have to make sure that that's something that I let know in the beginning because my schedule with that, along with being freelance, I'm in school, like, I do got a lot of stuff going on. So, that's why I try to make that very clear in the beginning if that's not something that you could kinda get with, because 'cause I'm busy too, so it sounds like you travel and I'm busy doing my thing at home, it seems like it might kind of balance out. So I don't really make a big deal about things like that. I do think, like you mentioned, it sounded like it was about 7 months before you and somebody else, the other person, were able to kind of get back connected. I do think that that's a little excessive. I do try to make more time, especially if I am interested. So I guess it all depends on my level of interest too.
correct. That makes a lot of sense. My mother was a special needs teacher specifically, so I totally understand the rigors that it takes to rear a child with that, make sure they have adequate needs. Definitely can understand that, and also can understand how two busy people can make it work. We
Yeah,
both have downtime. Um, I'll be at conventions with like 100,000 people. I want to come back. I want to sit. I want to sit on the couch and watch paint dry.
right.
I don't want to go out and be active all the time. Sometimes it depends on what I'm doing. Maybe I want to go to the woods, but I don't want to go from a convention like, oh, let's go to the food truck festival. Like, no, I just been eating food truck food for like 3 weeks. I'm good. I want a home cooked meal. I want to chill at home and watch paint dry.
Hold up, bro. No, I'm trying to find the right noise. No, that ain't it. Wait, no, that ain't it. Let me see.
Trying to go through every
Uh,
single noise.
I I had a noise in my head, but it didn't translate to what I got programmed. But just know I had a noise for you with that answer. I don't know what it was, but I had a noise for you. I
Okay,
don't
what's the
worry
reason
about it.
for the for
Oh,
the
I
for
don't
the
know. I just y'all listen. Hey, y'all playing the game. That's all I'm gonna say. Goddamn. Keep on playing
Oh
the
Lord.
game, goddamn. All right, y'all. We got next question coming up, bro. Let me goddamn.
All right.
Gonna switch it up to another vibe right there. Let's see what we
This
got with
is
this
kind
one.
of personal.
What, hey, bro?
Very.
They can answer. They can tell whatever story they want.
Okay,
You know
I
what
would
I'm
say
saying?
is
Ain't no contracts here.
What is the where on the spectrum is your credit score?
No, I asked this one then. What is your
What is your
credit
credit
score?
score?
You
What
know
is your
I'm
credit
saying?
score?
That's a question.
Yeah.
That came from the chat. That came from TJ right there.
Yeah. What is your credit score? Contestant number 3.
Wow.
Look. Oh, that's personal.
Wow.
We just had the conversation about finance
Yeah,
and financial
My
solvency.
goal credit score is 800. I can tell you that.
Okay.
You said what?
so-
I'm happy there. I can tell you that.
All right. Well, let me give you the follow-up question. The main question is, what is your credit score? The follow-up question is income a big factor to you in dating? So we starting off with credit
Okay,
score.
that's some context.
You know what I'm saying? We starting off with the credit score. We want to know too.
Yeah. Contestant number 3, continue. So your credit score was what, 800, and I guess how much does finances impact dating?
Financial income is definitely an impact for sure in dating. Like, I have a lot of huge goals for myself, so I want my partner to be like next to me with my goals, especially income wise. So income is definitely like a major thing for me.
So you're not dating down? Is that something that was fair to say, or is that a misconstruction of what you're
Well, it
saying?
depends on your definition of dating down.
I mean, you made a very clear point about your partner being partnered with you and next to you. So dating down by inference would be somebody who's not making as much, or maybe doesn't have as good credit. So dating a man who doesn't have as much fiscal buying power and accessibility to financial resources as you do. Is that something that you would?
No, wait. Let's just leave that response out there. Let's move to the next contestant. Y'all be trying to have a conversation. We want to keep this short.
I'm interested. No, she made a good rebuttal.
You say that for
She
the
made a
date.
good
Now
rebuttal.
go,
Okay,
move to-
all right,
move to
okay,
somebody else.
okay.
That was a
Number-
good little back and forth.
Contestant number 2, what is your credit score and how much does finance matter in dating?
I'll say this.
That was a big sigh.
I was fortunate enough to be taught about credit as I was growing up, how to not accumulate so much debt, and I kind of avoided that. So my credit score, I'm happy with it. Of course, I'm not gonna give the number, but it's not it's not bad. It's not 800, but I'm happy
like a
with the score.
550.
I can answer that.
That's not good. Shut up, Kim.
Like 75,
Nah.
620.
Nah. I mean, you can just keep guessing.
How
Okay.
important is finances in the relationship?
In a relationship. Finances are important. I don't really ask a man what's his salary. This is just information that I just don't have. I usually look at his ambition and his ability to be a functioning adult in society and take care of himself. Does he have his own place? Does he have transportation? Things like that. I think finances are more important as you start to get past the dating stage, when you're talking about merging finances or being in a home together, because obviously you have to be able to pay your bills and see what kind of lifestyle that you're having. So I said all that to say they're important, but my main concern is this person a functioning member of society? Like, is he able to take care of himself? Like I'm able to take care of myself. So
Gotcha.
And I just want to respond to her credit score. It's giving 525 to me. I'm just saying that's what it feel like. Nothing. I don't know your credit score, but I'm just saying it's giving 525. But that's fine. But
okay, we can go with that. Make whatever assumption.
Okay. All right.
But look though, I find it interesting that they say they not. Well, she says she's not worried about how much someone makes. And I look for that number early on in dating. I'm talking about I be wanting to know around the range around date number 3, number 4. That's for information gathering, because early dating is just information gathering. You know what I'm saying? The information is power. But
I don't know if
hey,
I'd look for exactly a dollar amount, but I want to know where you're working and what you're
yeah, I
working
said a
on.
range.
So like, yeah, so like
I need to know a
contestant number
range.
3, if she has a high credit score as a teacher, she busting her ass because I know teachers don't make a lot of money. So in order to have that good credit score, you got to have really good management skills to be able to manage your money and work that way. You know what I'm saying? So like her money management skills are greater than maybe perhaps her money right now coming from her job. I don't know what else she got going on, but I know she got to have other stuff going on to make those ends meet. My credit score is not good right now because I took a hit during COVID and I had a bunch of businesses that didn't plan out. I did have a house that I sold that covered that loss. So
Yeah.
I'm good. But and also I
Along with
learned a lot about
disclaimers.
moving the money. I mean, it's not disclaimers.
But I'm
It's
fucking
what
with
happened.
you, bro.
It's what happened.
I'm messing with you, bro. Contestant number 1, what's up?
I mean, my credit score isn't where I want it to be. I'm definitely working on it. As far as finances, I mean, I'm gonna go like contestant number 2 said. Can you take care of yourself? Do you have a car? I mean, I have pretty high goals when it comes to like how much I want to end up making one day. So as long as we're kind of, and I think I put that in my questions or
Profile.
whatever. I just want somebody to be as equally ambitious as I am. Just meet me halfway, really. I know the 50-50 rent thing is a big thing too, but I just I'm not looking for nobody to take care of me, and I'm not looking to take care of nobody. So that's
Right.
really the bottom line.
I have one
Mm.
quick follow-up question to encompass all of this. I need everybody to
What's
answer, and
up?
it's a very quick answer. I don't want a paragraph.
All right. 2-second
I
answer.
have built some businesses. I've been involved with a lot of higher level financial moves that I didn't think I would be able to do when I was younger, and then I'm learning a lot. And so I understand money and credit at a different level than I did 10 years ago. And one of the things that I focused on is that some people chase a dollar amount when you should be chasing the lifestyle. And so my question is to each of you, have you been enamored with a dollar amount more than the lifestyle that will sustain you and make you happy for your life? Contestant number 1, yes or no?
No.
Contestant number 2?
Can you restate the question?
The question is, are you more focused, like if trying to make it more simple, but the question is, have you been more focused on the dollar amount instead of the quality of life? And
No.
no, so you've been more focused on the dollar amount or more focused on the quality.
No. Quality,
And
yes.
contestant number 3?
No, quality of life.
Okay, that's it.
I'm gonna just move on right there. I want to ask the follow up, but here's a new question right here. We got one more question out there, and we going to another ad break. We coming back to go through who he chose, y'all. We
Perfect.
ready? You ready? Yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
How do you deal with stress, or how do you come off when you're stressed? Contestant number 3, go first.
Meditation and prayer. Meditation is real. I love it. Learning about my chakras and going through that journey, I'm like at the point where I'm able to actually meditate and fully dive into, the benefits of meditation. So yeah, meditation.
Copy that. And you said prayer, so I take it you're very spiritual or very much so involved in the church, or is it something that's just been something personal for you in your life that's worked?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
And I want to jump in here. I just want to talk about my experience with girls that say they about meditation. All girls that say they about meditation used to throw hands back in the day. I know that for a fact. They got it in their shoulders. Yes, they do. They used to throw hands. That's why they meditate. They just putting that anger on the inside and just swallowing it. It's still there for them. Don't play with them.
Hey,
Don't
I
mess
can
with
take
them while they on
their
their meditation app, bro. Just take that time to yourself.
Hey, I've been bobbing and weaving for 10 years. I'll be all right.
Hey,
Contestant number 2.
So when I'm stressed, I like to look at the situation and discover what's causing the stress, because it could be a number of things. So, for example, if I'm just feeling overwhelmed, I try to make some time for myself to slow down, maybe do a bubble bath. I definitely pray regularly. So that's just always in my life. But I try to, whatever is causing the stress, I try to address that head on. So I may make some time for myself to de-stress, or maybe even take a self-care day
Mm-hmm.
off at work, or anything that I feel like will address that thing that's specifically causing that stress. And I do like to try to keep a regular keep fitness and health in my lifestyle, because I do believe that the foods that you eat can kind of
Oh,
contribute to
absolutely.
your mental state. And like I said earlier about moving your body, that de-stresses me as well.
Definitely. That's a great answer to deconstruct what it is that's stressing you out. Kind of sometimes things that stress you are stress. They stress you because they're an enigma. They feel like this untangible presence that's oppressing you or imparting its will upon you. And
Hmm.
if you can deconstruct it to like, okay, what are the elements that are actually bothering me? What is the problem at hand? It makes it a lot less scary in that regard. Would you agree?
Right, absolutely.
Sweet. I kind of do the same thing. Try to like just focus on one actionable item at a time and put one for,
Hmm.
for myself at a time.
Hmm.
Either it's going towards a, you know, get into a safe place and calming down, or marching down the path of getting things done. Contestant number one.
Um, yeah, I think pinpointing the issue is important too. But as far as like handling my stressors, I really do like to journal and write.
Ooh,
I haven't really been able to get into meditation because I really am not good about getting those voices out of my head. And I guess that's something they say you get with time, but I haven't gotten that with time yet. Journaling is like really my go to. Like it's really easy for me to kind of like just start writing and then I just keep going. And then I'm like 5, 6 pages in and I feel so much better.
yeah, I journal as well. I love the tranquility that comes with it's
Mhm.
like, oh, it's almost as if you get it out of your heart, out of your spirit onto the
Mhm.
paper. It's somewhere else, right?
Mhm.
It's not with you
Exactly.
anymore.
It's-
Do you ever go back and look at your journals and reflect upon the
Yeah, I
time,
do.
things you've done?
I actually just went back maybe like 2 months ago and read a journal that I was writing in like 2012 when I was in like maybe the deepest depression I was in, and just to like see myself just, I guess, just begging for peace. Like I guess some of the same peace that I have now. Like, I mean, we like I seen a meme recently that said like I remember times where I used to pray to get to where I am now.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it was just like being able to go back and read, like, just the situation that I remember being in, and how much better of a situation I am in now. It was like, it was crazy to just go back and just read it and just like even see it in like your handwriting, like, dang, I actually really did write this.
My dad has a saying, sometimes when I'm going through something, he's like, "Son, if you can sit down and think about what you're going through and realize that in 5 years you won't even fucking remember this moment, it's probably not that bad." And I go back and look at stuff in my journals like, "Oh, man, I was making a mountain out of a molehill, but it
Exactly.
was a mountain for me. I was an ant at that time. Now I'm a little bit
Exactly.
bigger, and it's like, oh, this is just I can navigate that." So even now I kind of keep that reflection in line with my current problem. So I'm not forgetting where I came from. But I agree, journaling is a fantastic stress reliever.
Mhm.
All right. All right. All right, y'all. We about to goddamn go to another ad break. Again, y'all share the stream. Let folk know what you watching right now. We coming back. Keep the questions coming because we might use the questions for another game. You know what I'm saying? The questions just go to a spreadsheet and we keep those, right? So keep the questions coming if you want to hear them in another episode. If you want to support the stream, make sure you share, like, anytime you see us post something, just engage with us, talk to us. We here to talk to the people. But we about to jump in
Yes,
this
sir.
ad break, and we'll be back in another 3 minutes. All right, y'all. Peace.
Good enough for you 7 years ago. What makes it good enough for me now? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a chip on my shoulder a little bit, but I understand where it comes from. But it's like I was a catch 7 years ago because I'm working to get
In
to where I
your
am today.
opinion, but think about it. No, nobody come back and say, "Am I not a catch?" Ain't nobody thinking I'm not a catch, man.
I
Everybody
did not
think they
think
a
I was
catch.
not a catch. I did not think I was a catch 7 years ago.
Everybody think they got something special. That's the
No,
common thing
absolutely not.
about people.
No,
I ain't never met nobody who said
I
I ain't a
don't.
catch. But
I did not.
hey,
I'm just now coming into my own about recognizing I
hey,
have some qualities. I wouldn't even say I'm a catch now.
well, shit, we back, goddamn. So goddamn, hey, hey, we talked about this a little earlier, so I wasn't tripping on it. But we back, man. We back to get to the end of the game right here. The shit over with, all the chatting, all the goddamn back and forth is dead. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this about our guest Trevor. You know what I'm saying? My boy Trevor got words, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all probably been out with niggas who they be giving them short answers. Trevor gonna give you an answer. He gonna give you substance too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really pay attention to what that man talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been writing down words the whole time. Like I'm a goddamn, y'all can't see them. I've been writing down words the whole time. Like I'm gonna look these up and use these motherfuckers. My man got a vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the South. We break up words and use minimal words as possible. You know what I'm saying? And then get
Yeah, I guess.
offended when somebody don't understand us. Like, how
Oh,
you don't understand me, sir or madam? But anyway,
right.
we're gonna jump into so Trevor, bro. All right, we at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling so far? We about to keep it short now. We gotta go because I told everybody
Yeah,
9 o'clock
I
is
know.
9:23. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
I'm feeling good. This was
okay.
good. I know I could be wordy, but I think everybody gave good answers, and we had good questions. Good questions coming from the peanut gallery in the chat area. So yeah, I had a good time. This is pretty interesting.
There it is. All right, man. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with who you did not choose. You know what I'm saying? So you want to tell us who you didn't choose, and then that person will be revealed to you at that time.
Okay. So the first person that I didn't choose was contestant number one. Um, Simply because of some of the replies to some of the answers,
Mm,
but also like I have I have I understand what it's like to date someone that has been as busy as me, and also
Mhm.
at the same time, I've also like had issues with people that like I know what it's like to come back and want to have peace and quiet at home, but like I still want to be active. So I think the lifestyle, like it could either work really well or it could not work at all. There's not a lot of middle ground. And I think it's like either it's a gel or it's just like I don't have time for you, don't have time for me, we can't see each other. And I can
I
see that
feel
happen
it.
and I completely understand that, and I've been there a couple times. So for
I
that,
feel it.
I have to say I'm sorry. You're very lovely, and I appreciate you participating. And I
Thank you.
love writing, and I'm a voracious reader. So I can definitely, and we can sit there and talk linguistics and diction and entomology all
Of
day.
course.
But yeah, for the time lineup, I think that may not work out in our best favor.
No, I get it. I feel it 100%. I do.
so contestant number one. So how you feeling about everything? Like what how you feeling about the whole show in general? Start somewhere
This was
easy.
cool. No, I really like this. I like the questions. I like the way the show was set up or whatever. This was
Mhm.
really cool. I had a really good time.
All right.
I'm just sleepy.
All right. Hey, we had some people, some chatter in the text. We're like contestant number one ready to go. Goddamn, man. That's cool.
I'm just
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
sleepy.
All right.
hey, I understand. You got an
That's
early
funny.
start.
No, I
Nothing
am
holds it
just
against
so
you.
tired.
I
No,
got
but I get it. No, I totally understand where he's coming from. I
you.
mean,
Okay.
I am a busy girl, and I mean, I am not actively dating because I am so busy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I said, I make that very clear in the beginning. I do have a busy life, and I think I'm more so focused on those things that, like I said, it really is all about the level of interest. Now, if somebody can come in and like really sweep me off my feet and be like, I'm making time for the time that you do have, then cool. But I really am not big on it because I know I am really busy and I don't want to waste anybody's time. And it sounds like you only have a little bit of time too. So
Mm-mm.
I get it.
All right. Okay. Let me ask you this then: if you could give any advice or something to Trevor, what would you give? You got no response, Trevor.
Yes, got it.
Um, I don't know. I mean, it
You don't,
sounds
you don't
like
have to have an answer. I ain't gonna press
yeah, no, I mean, it sounds like he knows what he's looking for. It just sounds like he needs somebody that probably has a little bit more time and flexibility in their schedule to be a little bit more flexible for him. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. He seems like a really
Yeah.
nice guy. I really there wasn't anything that he said that seemed like, it seems like he keeps himself busy, he's active. Those are all really good qualities. So,
Right.
yeah.
All right, cool. That's
Thank
great.
you.
That's great. That's great. All right, bro. Come on now. This it right here. This gonna tell us who won right here. What you got, bro?
Okay, this is a little tougher, but I guess I would say contestant number 3.
Test number 3. All right.
Yes. Um,
Let's go.
I can hear the hustle and determination in her voice. I can hear I also understand where she is as kindergarten teacher with credit score 800. Like she is busting
Oh
and
wait.
moving and
Okay.
and pushing in a certain direction. And I don't know if our goals would line up because I've
Mm.
seen the promised land. I understand what it's like to make a certain amount of money. I understand it's like to have that kind of control over your life. And I'm not saying that she doesn't, but I understand the constraints she's in with the kindergarten teacher. So I don't know if I'm willing to hit the ground running the way she wants to be moving based on her conversations and like talking about a guy that like matches her evenly. Like I might get to a position where I'm making 20 grand a year and enjoying my life and I'm cool in it. Now, do I have a nice portfolio? Sure, probably. But like my ambition and my goals are more guided by the lifestyle that I want. And I think that it sounds to me like she's looking to get to a certain point on that precipice and be like, okay, now I can chart where I'm going. I need somebody to help me get there. So
Contestant number 3. What's good? How you doing? Are you there with me?
I'm doing well.
Good. You've been going
hello.
ham with this internet the whole time now. I ain't gonna say nothing now. But she been going in. I'm trying to see what's going on over here. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole situation over here. We're gonna talk about it though. Y'all listen, we need folks. You join now. We're gonna tell y'all to send us an internet speed test. Oh y'all come on now. What's good though? How you feeling? How you feeling about the show and everything?
This was fun. I enjoyed it. I did.
Yeah.
This was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. How you feeling about Trevor right now? There's no response from you, Trevor. You can't even hear us right now. Just don't tell me what it is now.
I mean, I think he has exactly what he wants in his head, and that's fine.
Okay.
We all have what we want for each other, so that's good that he knows.
Okay. Any last words for him and anything you want to shout out, send people to?
Well, good luck on your future endeavors, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. I will do the same.
Thank you.
All right. Now we're gonna switch it up. All right, contestant number 2. Congratulations. Congratulations. We about to jump. Let me goddamn find the button now. It's like 30 buttons in front of me, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Like,
we're gonna get you a label printer, bro, for Christmas.
I need help. No. I need help. I don't need no more buttons. I need help. All right, boom. Y'all should be able to see each other right now. Shanae is contestant number 2. What's good, Shanae? How you doing?
I'm great. This has been a lot of fun.
Okay. That's good. So how are you feeling about Trevor? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about the whole interaction with Trevor? You are the winner of today's, and winning doesn't mean that they absolutely are gonna go on a date. Like, the mission of this show is just, we just want to connect people. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe a number go, maybe a Facebook, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what's happening. So how you feeling about Trevor right now?
I've really enjoyed speaking with Trevor. I like that, he has, he doesn't just ask the questions, he answers the questions as well. So I really feel like I've been able to get to know him a lot better just in this exchange that we've had. So I'm feeling pretty good about him.
Okay. Trevor, how you feeling, man? How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. Shanae seemed to be the most like empathetic. Like she has more of a tone of like kindness and understanding
Mm.
first. So it's kind of like, when you play baseball, I play outfield. The rule is, crack of the bat, 2 steps back. You want to back up to make an assessment of what's going on. And she seemed to like be making more of an assessment than making statements.
Mm.
And I appreciated that. She seems more like understanding and kind. Not that the other women weren't kind, but she seemed especially like exemplary, or an example. I mean, a prominent example of someone who is kind.
Okay. All right, Shanae, I'm gonna ask you this now. And you don't have to answer this question. You feel like you want to go on a date with Trevor, or are you feeling friend? How you feeling about the vibes right now? Where y'all, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to
I
answer
mean,
that. I just want to let you ask though.
no, I'm okay with answering. I mean, this kind of felt like a group date, so
Yeah.
I would definitely go out on a date with him.
Well, there we go, goddamn. That might be the first
Feeling is
date.
mutual.
That might be the first date we got out of this show, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh-oh.
that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Cause all we were looking for is a good morning text out of this. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Not
lovely.
good morning,
Yeah,
beautiful.
grand rising queen. Good morning, beautiful.
Oh,
You
God.
just choose from the list. I think them come as templates in every phone now. Like you don't even got to type it
At this
in.
point.
You just push it and it just comes. It's like, damn, that's really efficient. But yeah, so Shanae, anything you want to shout out? Anything you got going on you want to talk about? Holidays coming up, anything you want to shout out?
I just say follow me on Instagram. I am in the process of starting a business, so I
Okay.
do provide updates there on the Instagram handle that you see on the screen, and that's about it.
That's it. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow. We should maybe TJ got the Instagrams. He could put it. I don't know. I don't think I gave it to him, but we're gonna have we're gonna post the Instagrams later so y'all can follow. Trevor, bro, what's good, man?
I'm
You
good,
was rocking, man.
I'm cool, and I tried to keep it, a little bit more copacetic instead of esoteric, So I
I
didn't
don't
want to
even know
get
what that
too much
means,
into
but
the
yeah,
weeds.
man, yeah. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? My boy, you know what I'm saying? Look, I know Trevor from the game industry, man, so it's always good vibes, man. Like,
Yes,
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? We're gonna see some more Trevor. But I appreciate you coming on the show, bro. You want to lead the people with any last words?
I would say, first of all, thank you for having me. Thank you for putting this on. This group, everything that you're doing is great. It's good for healing our entire community. It's great for men and women, specifically Black men and women, to come together and talk about things. So I just love what you're doing, man to man, as your friend, to be like, yo, you're doing a good thing. I like the run you're on. I see the growth. I see where you're going. I appreciate that. I continue to support you. And I guess my last words are just give as much grace as you expect to get.
Yeah, it is. We'll leave you with a quote, goddamn. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, thank everybody again for y'all coming. Contestant number 1, go to sleep now. We know. You know what I'm saying? She done moved them glasses 8 times. I like, yeah, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Contestant number 2, thank you. Contestant number 3, thank you again. Like, I appreciate all y'all joining for real. All right, y'all, we in the closing. Hey man, we appreciate y'all being in the chat. We appreciate y'all sharing, liking, man, supporting everything, man. Dating Explain. We a Facebook group right now. We're gonna be doing more stuff later. We got a podcast coming. Like we already recorded episodes and everything. We got an Instagram coming later on, way later, like summer. You know what I'm saying? I got too many Instagrams going on right now, but it's a lot of stuff going on, man. And Dating Explain is a part of Happy Essence Media. So even the music you heard here was produced by Black Lo-Fi. That's our music label on Happy Essence Media. Like everything, we're trying to really focus in on producing high quality live streams, right? So you're gonna be seeing a lot of interactive shows coming from us. You know what I'm saying? We got Spell Check coming next, which is basically your hood spelling bee. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be testing the grammar, the there. You know what I'm saying? People be doing that, so we're gonna be talking about that on Spell Check. It's basically gonna have contestants come on, about 3 or 4 people come on the game, and we just gonna send them through some prompts, seeing if they can really spell. A lot of us can't. We don't need to. We got Spell Check. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever. But we got a lot of stuff coming with Ham, y'all. Happy Accidents Media. So make sure you like the page. So this stream from Happy Accidents Media. So come back tomorrow or whatever. if you are interested in participating in Almost a Dating Game, like I said, so it's just a fun play on a dating game. No pressure. Like, we ain't no pressure. Like I say that all the time. Everybody who join, ain't no pressure. We just having fun. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep those vibes coming. TJ put the link in the chat to join. Basically, to join, you just make a dating profile. On the link, it's a dating profile. You put who you are on there, and then we match you up with somebody. That's how it works. But like I said, appreciate y'all coming on. We'll be adding new stuff next time. Next time, the big thing we're gonna be adding is guest hosts. I know y'all tired of hearing me talk, so we're gonna have I'm tired of me talking. So we're gonna have two guests. We're gonna have two guest hosts on the next episode. It's gonna be very focused, y'all. It's gonna be y'all see what we got coming out. But we got two guests coming on next. I hope two guests coming on. So we're gonna be focused on that. We're gonna be focusing on chat commands, so you can type something in the chat and get an automatic reply from that. Yeah, we working. We had some sound effects going this game, but I don't know where all the buttons at. But when I get the buttons, I'm gonna have my emotions right in tune with it. So yeah, it's coming. But oh yeah. And then we got hella, like I said, we got listen, what do you bring to the table? We are bringing that to the table. We're bringing what do you bring to the table, right? And y'all don't know what I'm talking about right now, but give me a couple weeks. We're gonna show y'all what's popping. But I appreciate y'all joining again. Y'all make sure y'all share this tomorrow, goddamn, the next day. Invite your friends today and explain, man. I'm trying to get to 1,000 people in the group. I think we at 997. 997, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all add some friends to the group so we can get to 1,000 this week. And you know what I'm saying, next thing we get 2,000 after that. So I'll see y'all next time. Appreciate y'all joining, man. Y'all take it easy.